Well, welcome back to Baldur's Gate. It's been a while since I've recorded. I was doing some live streams. Wasn't working for me. The main reason is I like doing recordings because I can do them in 4K and I can keep them for posterity. The best I can do on a live stream is 1080p. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. But what I thought I was going to do is if I did live streaming, I would get more views, and I didn't. I didn't get any more views than I get if I make a video. So I might as well make the video in 4K. Then it's there for posterity. My grandkids can watch this when I'm gone, that kind of thing. Now, that being said, there's some major changes between now and episode 10. So this is going to be episode 11, and in episode 10, I had Saphira, and she was a druid. And we stopped right here because I need to go down in this hole. To catch up a little bit, we've got Karlak, who needs a piece of iron to have her furnace repaired. And there's one down here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to carry on. This is exactly where we left off. The only difference is I'm using Xander, and Xander was my character from the live stream. What I did was I took Xander from level 1 and brought him up and did exactly what Saphira had done to this point. So at this very point in the game, story-wise, Xander has done everything that Saphira did. There is a difference. I've got a different armor. I know a hell of a lot more about the game. I've been playing for, a couple hundred hours now. So I know more about the game. I know more about how to level these people up. If you remember, I was at level 3 with Saphira, and Xander is level 3 and needs to be upgraded. So I need to take him back to camp, and we're going to level him up. And that's what I was going to do with Saphira. So let's go do that, and I'll explain some of the changes in the characters. There are also a few more mods that I have now than I had then. And again, I'm 70 years old. I'm going to play this game for the story and the quest lines. I don't care if somebody says, look, you shouldn't have that many characters. That's cheating. It's a mod. Live with it. I've got some other mods in here that people are going to balk at. One of them is in the 200 hours I've played, I can't tell you how many times that I've picked locks. I've just picked thousands and thousands of locks. It takes a lot of time. It's not a big deal. You're going to pick them. You're going to get in the chest. That's not a problem. It's so easy, but it takes time because you have to do your dice roll every damn time. And if you miss the first time, you got to do it again. If you miss then, you do it again. Finally, you get it. Eventually, you get in the chest. So what I did was I have a mod that lets me it's a skeleton key. I can walk up to anything that's locked and just unlock it without doing all the rigmarole. Again, I'm doing this for the story and to do the quest. So I need a little bit of an edge because I don't play as well as a 20-year-old. So what I'm doing also with the characters is if you look at him, he is an Oath of the Ancients paladin. That's not the strongest hitter, so it's kind of halfway between a divine paladin and a vengeance paladin. I'm going to go with vengeance because they're a little bit tougher, and you can use some different equipment with them. I'm also multi-classing, so this paladin I'm going to turn into a vengeance paladin, but I'm also throughout the updating of the character, I'm going to be grabbing some different class tools. For example, I may do some sorcerer with him, and that gives him the ability to cast haste on himself. So we're going to make him stronger by multi-classing. So a lot of people do that. I'm going to do it. Each one of these characters is going to be, for example, when we get to Will. Will's a warlock. But to make him stronger, you can mix sorcerer and warlock together and make him stronger. So I'll probably be doing something like that. But Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and update these. Also, since I got rid of Saphira, that means I don't have a druid in the party.
Is that blood?
And I like to have
No,
a
never
druid
mind.
because a druid can do some things with animals that you might need if you need to crawl in a little tight space and a regular sized human can't get through, so you turn into a cat, you can go through a pipe, that kind of thing. So what I did was I went to Withers here and I hired another character, and this is who I hired and made her a druid. Okay, so she's taken the place of Saphira. And it gives me another extra character to haul around too, so there you go. All right, let me do this. I'll be right back. Okay, everybody has been upgraded, updated, all that kind of good stuff. I went pretty straightforward on down the line, and the reason why is I mentioned something about working on these in cross or multi-classing them. Usually there's not much to do until you reach a certain level, and I haven't really reached it yet. It's usually around level 5 and above. Then you start multi-classing, and that's gonna require you to do a respec. So a respec is costing me 100 gold every time I do one. At this low level, I don't have that much gold. I think I've only got about 800 gold. I'm not quite sure. I did just use a little bit. But it's really costly. So by the time I'm level 5, the next level, I'm level 4 now, I should have a lot more gold and be able to start respecking some of these people and to bolster them up a little bit, make them a little bit better. The armor that I'm wearing is a mod. I do have a mod that gives me about 3 different versions of weapons. I can show you. Generally, I'll get like the Helm of Saloon, which is a purple, very rare. I get a blue Helm of Saloon that is rare. And I get, somebody must be wearing it. There's a Vengeance set. So there's 3. There's Vengeance and then Saloon, or Saloon, however you pronounce that. And that includes the armor and maybe a weapon or 2. So that's a mod that I'm using to give me a little bit better access to weapons and armor. I already mentioned the skeleton key, and obviously if you look over there, you'll see that I've got a ton of characters. In a normal game, you can only run 4 characters, including yourself, so 3 others. In this case, I can do up to 16. And I'm just in it for the story and the quest line. I don't want to get bogged down with having to fight 16 times to finally get through a boss. It's just easier for me so I can enjoy the story and not be frustrated with the fighting and get rage quit the game because I can't do the fighting. So mods for me are just helpful to get through the storyline. Okay, so let's get out of camp here that we've done that. I need to make sure I've talked to everybody. You want to talk to everybody all the time. Sounds like we need to fix your engine, find some iron. We know that already.
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints.
A pint would be good about right now. All I have is a little bit of tea. All right. How'd you meet Mizora?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
So, Karlach was teacher's pet. You think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do.
You would, wouldn't
Devils
you?
and their pride.
All right. I can see why you're pretty hot, get it, to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
All right. Talk to you later.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Yeah, you would have died a long time ago. What do you think has happened to us so far? We should get to know each other a little more. I'm not going to get into that right now. Some of the characters come on pretty hard. No, she's kind of snooty, but then it's not entirely her fault. She's a fanatic, for one thing. The worshipping of Shar, and she's wiped her memories out to do this mission and keep her focused on the mission, and so she's focused on the mission. If you try to talk to anything about anything else, it's like, I ain't got time for that. So, but she'll soften up. Believe me. All right, we don't know that yet, do we?
You again.
You again. You snotty little bastard, you. Oh, by the way, in my other playthroughs that I'm doing just for me, I turned him into a girl. And I turned the wizard over there into a girl. There's a mod that changes their voices and also changes their appearance. I just thought it was kind of funny. And it is. Because the way he acts when he's a girl, it fits. Sorry, but it's true.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
Really? She's pretty uppity, too. What you have to understand about her, though, is, again, she's fanatical as well. Because with the other one, with the cleric, Shar is a god. And her divinity is a god. And so they're very fanatical. And she is very, very young. She's like only a teenager. So you got to put up with that kind of an aspect. This guy's pretty arrogant,
still
too.
infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know, Mr. Captain Obvious.
How can I help?
Are you feeling okay? I got some more magic.
Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer.
Yeah, when you change her into him into a girl, it's really kind of funny because when he talks, he says things in about 100 words that you could say in 3. And with her, it kind of makes her like a librarian or something, It's like a little school marm, and it's just kind of funny. Kind of fits her character a little better. The only problem is the game still thinks it's a he if you change this to a C. The dialogue is the same, but if you're talking to somebody else about him, they'll say, "Well, he's really weird." So it doesn't fix that. It just changes their voice to a higher pitched female voice. All right, so we talked to everybody. We don't need to talk to our helping hand over there. So let's get out of here. We got work to do. We dilly-dallied long enough. Remember early game when I told you to collect everything you can collect, especially food? This is why you have to have these supplies, and each one of these backpacks has 40 in it. But these are kind of rare. I've actually bought a couple, and I don't really want to spend my money on that. So if you collect all of this stuff, wine, beer, food that you find, that kind of stuff, you can add it up to 40. You only need 40 at the top to get your long rest. So if I do, let's see what I got here. Let's do something like a pig's head. See what I get for that. Okay, that's worth 4. The cut ham, 2 of those is worth another 10. Let's see, we got a whole chicken. Whoa, that gives me 20. A wedge of cheese is 22. Potatoes, 31. 3 pork sausages, 40 even. Can't get any better than that. Do our full rest.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Look out. Get behind thee.
Shit.
Shit.
No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There in
There
the
it
dim
is.
firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
And who didn't see that coming? I mean, literally, the guy's got fangs, he's got red eyes, and he's got 2 teeth marks on his neck where he was bitten and turned. Now, what's unusual about that is he's 200 years old. You'd think those would have healed up in 200 years, especially if you're a vampire that can regrow limbs and shit. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't know that. You even found the boar you snacked on.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Yeah. Why didn't you just tell?
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs.
That's true.
No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
See, that's what's cool about this game. I could actually stake him right now, and he'd be dead and gone forever and not into the game at all anymore. And I would miss out on tons and tons of stuff that he does, and plus his own quest and everything, which is quite extensive. But you can do that in the game. You can change it. You have to be careful. I've seen people playing where they let some little gnome that you don't even know who he is get killed, and not know that gnome has a role to play in the rest of the game that you're not going to see now. So they do have it fixed, though. If you kill somebody that has something that has to happen to you, then that person gets replaced by a different character that pops in. So not always. You kill this guy and he's gone. That's it. There's no replacement. So anyway, I do believe you.
Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further?
Sure, fine.
I only need a taste. I swear.
I swear. All right, fine, but no more than you need.
Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
Now, you saw that when I agreed to let him bite me, that I got approval from him. He's hard to get approval from because he's a nasty bastard.
It's like a shard of ice.
So what
into your
I'm
neck,
usually
a
do
quick,
at this
sharp
point
pain
is I don't let him
fades to
stop. I
throbbing
don't make him
numbness.
stop. I let him
Breath
kill me
catches,
because
your pulse
I get more
quickens.
approval for that. So I'm just gonna let him continue.
You lean into him, losing yourself. You can feel your blood
Now, before you
racing,
do this,
coursing through both
Make
your
sure you've got
bodies.
$200.
A gentle, numb feeling starts to spread. You feel a little cold, but that's all. There's no more pain, no more fear, no more struggle. It's all over.
Something terrible's happened.
Yeah, something terrible's happened. He walks back over, starts reading a book. There's a dead body laying here. We're going to find out later a little bit more of the story of how that could even happen, that he would, not know when to stop. But we're going to get Carlock.
Don't burn yourself.
We're going to get Carlock to go over here. Thank God we've got Withers here. Now, again, make sure, if you do that, make sure you have 200 gold, because it's going to cost you 200 gold to get him back to life. I did this one time and I didn't have any gold. And so I lost my main character until I could go out and sell something. It wasn't pretty.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Yeah, let's go with the second one.
Then thou must return with the proper payment.
I've got it right here.
This is the price of balance. Well counted. I recommend keeping my distance.
In other words,
For
step
a
back,
moment.
if you please.
By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Now, if I'd been watching over there, we would have seen his body disappear and appear over here. So that's kind of cool, too. So let's go back to Xander.
Well, in it.
Okay, and then we got to go talk to... We got to talk to the dog. Have I got the ability to talk to animals? No, I don't. I need to get that. But she can. So the dog showed up at our camp. Oh, shit. What? She doesn't have the... What? Nobody has the ability to talk to dogs? Carlock might.
Don't be shy.
Can you talk to animals? She can. Okay. Hey, you. Come here. Come here.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Oh, yeah, sorry about your master.
Master. Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Yeah, it was sad. Masters are a dime a dozen, though. And again, notice Gale and Will give us approval. You can pat the dog all day, and you get approval all over the place. If you want to raise, your approval ratings on people, just do stuff like that all the time, anytime you can. Now, for some reason, it wants you to pet him twice. I don't know why. I think it's a glitch in the game. Okay, the next time that we talk to him, we only have to pet him once. So, there's that. Let's go back to Xander.
No time to rest.
And let's talk to that damn vampire and kick his ass for killing us.
You're here? Thank goodness. I was worried about you. You looked a little ill last night, but you've certainly recovered.
Did you notice when we walked up to him, he's got a sign on it and says happy on top of him? Drinking blood makes him happy. You killed me, you sucker.
Killed feels like a strong word. Not many corpses have your vigor. Now, I admit I got carried away last night. I apologize. But look at you now, perfectly healthy. So let's not fall out over this. We still need each other, after all.
You're lucky that we do. We need all the allies we can get. So yeah, you're pretty lucky.
That's the spirit. A team once again. And of course, what happened last night shall never be repeated.
Yeah, better not.
Now, was there anything else?
Yeah, we need to talk about this. Let's find out a little bit about his history first.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
The tadpole gave him his freedom. That's why he can walk around in the sunlight. How do you become a vampire anyway?
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet.
Okay.
In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire.
But that hasn't happened to him in 200 years.
People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen.
All right, about you biting me.
I've already apologized. What more do you want?
I want rules set.
Unless you're looking for another nibble.
Yeah, right. You can do that, by the way. Absolutely not. Maybe later. I need to know how you're going to feed in the future.
No innocence. You have my word.
Okay, no innocent people.
Only villains that we need to kill anyway.
Okay.
After all, you know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons. Teeth included. And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead.
True. All right, I'll be watching. Sounds good. Glad we could agree.
As am I. I'm starting to feel a little peckish already.
Okay, so yeah, I could tell him, no, I don't want you doing any humans. Go back to animals, but then we'd be losing out on his ability during a fight to help us out by sucking blood and becoming stronger. He's happy when he drinks blood and he's stronger. So if he's used that on bad guys, who cares? All right, let's see if we can get out of here now. I guess I could go around and talk, but I think I didn't I? Let's go.
So, Astarion, which of us would you rather feed on if you had free reign?
Will. No question.
Will.
He's strong, fast, and righteous. I'm salivating already.
Okay, it doesn't look like I've got
Interesting.
fire. Let's switch to
You sound
Gale.
disappointed.
and Gale should have some fire. Fire that
I'm
web
sure
up.
you would. Don't sound
What?
so eager.
What? That didn't. Wait a minute. Firebolt, come on. There it goes. Did I not hit it right the first time? Okay, we need to go down this little hole here, so I'm just gonna fly down.
Traps. How considerate.
Okay, so you might be wondering how I can fly. The armor that I'm wearing gives me is enchanted, gives me the ability to fly. The armor that Lae'zel has on, it works the same way. And then I think, is it Karlach?
Hey, good looking.
No. All right, I've got a cloak that lets me fly too, and let's see who's wearing it. Shadowheart's wearing it. I might give that to Karlach. Okay. Anyway, there you go. We can also, a wizard at some point will be able to cast a spell on anybody and let them fly. All right, let's see what's in.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more
this
interesting
chest here.
times.
All right, I'm going to use the skeleton key. Must be locked. Oh, that's disarmed. Oh, that's got a spell on it.
Hello.
I wasn't paying attention, was I? I'm sure there's probably a mod that does this too, but this doesn't happen as often that you have to disarm something, so I just let my thief do it. I do have a mod. See the dice, how fast the dice went? I have a mod that makes the dice do 25% faster. There's one that does 50% faster, but it looks unnatural.
What to do?
Precise arcs and neatly drawn lines form blueprints for 3 weapons: a great sword, a sickle, and a dagger. Each length and angle is marked with exact measurements, and forging instructions are printed carefully along the bottom of the page, emphasizing an unusual ingredient, susser bark. The susser bark can only be applied on an ordinary unmodified blade.
Weapon
All right.
blueprints. They call for Sousa bark. If only I knew where to find some.
Well, we'll have to look out for some. Okay, this one is locked. So let's unlock that. And there we go. There's the infernal iron we need.
Infernal metal! This can help dam and patch up my engine.
Carlock's happy. Special. Specimen metal. 9.5. Very hard. Melting point is unknown. Color is silver. Red lacerations flecked with yellow dust. Underdark is the location maybe that it came from. Gift from Redacted. Faintly sulfuric odor. Forging unsuccessful. Will not melt or warp at any temperature. Any standard temperature. The yellow flecks in it is sulfur. So that gives me the idea that it's from down under. And we got a steel forged sword. Sweet. Anything over here? A large bottle. Oh, smoke powder. Let's get that. We'll pick that up. And then tin plate. Go down and get that. All right, thieves' tools. More thieves' tools. So here's the forge. We don't need it right now because remember we need that Susser bark, and we don't have that. So I don't think there's anything else here. Well, there's some short swords. Just those. Again, I'm taking everything I can carry because I'm selling it for gold. I stopped picking it up in the game and realized my mistake. All right, so that's it down here. And look, there's a level. Remember we couldn't get in this bottom door here from the outside? Now we can.
Starian, how is the rat diet going?
Okay,
it may
so
soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.
Ooh, snarky. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff to do here, but I want to go back and fix Carlock. So we're going to go back to the Grove since we can easily get there. Now, instead of going through the front door,
Parched and peckish.
one time when the game was first out,
Keep an eye out for
I
any
got to this
passing
door and the gate would not open. I couldn't get it open. Now, when you walk up to it and wait a second, there's somebody up there that'll open it up. But there was a glitch in the game, wouldn't let you through. And I was walking around, maybe thinking there was another way I could climb in. And I found this.
Tracks. Methods or... No.
A secret. Okay, but you gotta be careful. See that blue thing down there? This thing is trapped. This place is trapped. So I'm gonna get my little thief here.
How delicious.
And we're gonna...
Very, very quiet.
We're gonna let him sneak through. For 2 reasons.
Glowing eyes are so rarely a good sign. Best tread carefully.
When you're sneaking like this, it reduces your sound you make as well. See up ahead? There's a goblin up there. I don't want to get his attention. All I want to do is turn off the traps. Okay, now I'm going to get my guy up here.
Well, at least we got the druid to keep ourselves entertained.
So this probably isn't going to work, but...
Breathing, despite everything.
I didn't put him invisible or anything. It's probably not going to work. He's going to get caught. And we're still low level. He's not good at sneaking.
When he
So.
was screaming.
I'm just going to bring the rest of the guys up here. And then we'll see if he can do this. I don't think he can.
Don't wear his voice out.
Yeah, see, he got caught. It's probably my fault. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at playing sneaky. Ow, some bitch. Here, take this. Oh, that was a good shot. You got another one in him? Nope. All right.
I will ascend.
Now she can fly, so let's grab a flight at her. There's different kinds of flight. The flight that I'm getting from this armor is a one-time use. So when you start a fight for that round, until you finish the fight, you can only fly once. There's other ones. The robe that I've got is a regular flight mode, so I can fly anytime I want, anywhere. So, well, not anywhere. One down. One down. Can't get there. Can't get there. Okay, so I guess she's done. What else she got in her? I guess that's it. She's done. Oh, now he comes up.
Have to keep going.
Who is that? Oh, that's my druid. Okay. Let's shoot a little bit of ice down here. Let's do it on the mud. Now that turned up. Oh, killed him.
Hop, hop.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Okay, this one here, she's got the cloak on, so she can fly over and over and over. That's handy. Oh, I stuck her right in the mud. Dang it. You missed, Carlock. No, literally did, and that was her only hit. We got to fix that. We're going to fix that as we level her up so she can hit more than once.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Come on, you guys. It's frustrating. That's it. That was his only hit. No, he's got a strike here. The butt, or the end, I can headbutt him. Or pommel hit him and miss, and of course. All right, let's see if I can get him with the wizard.
Swiftly now.
Can you get him with something? How about some lightning? Lightning 2. Yep, he went down. All right, everybody's going to come down to me except for him. So we'll put him back in the party.
I've got a long road ahead.
And let's go wake this feller up here. Here, step back, step back, step back. Everybody. Where's Shadowheart? Here, get over here, Shadowheart, and give this guy some healing. Actually, I didn't need that much healing. Just a simple spell will work. That'll wake him up.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
I did too. I thought I was going to leave you to die. How'd these goblins get him here anyway?
It's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels.
Oh, thanks for the
And
warning.
thank you again.
Okay, looting time. Now, we can if I just hit this, it'll break the thing and water will go everywhere. But if you hit your X key on your controller, trusty controller here, my controller's invisible. There it is. You can pick it up and put it in your inventory. Okay, cool. Now, if I need water for some reason, I just throw the barrel and it breaks and you got water everywhere. All right, let's get up here and do some looting. Water barrel. We'll take the water barrel. Oh, healing potion. A spell. Oh, good. Thief tools and healing. This is good stuff. Another thief's tool. Thieves' tools, I don't need much. Thieves' tools, I don't need much. It's the disarming stuff that's kind of rare. Anything in here? Oh, there is. Let's take that. Take that. Oil's going to be handy. That's locked. So let's use the skeleton key. Oh, it was trapped as well. Dang it. Hey, I got a druid's weapon there. Now, if you go running back there, that's another entrance into the druid grove. But we're going to go out this other way instead. Okay, so let me get down here because I think we still have traps. Let's turn those off. There was one down there. What was it for? That's the one coming in. Okay. Let's get these guys back on my side.
Looking ahead.
Yeah, now my perception is working after I turned off the switch. And this is another way into the grove. So, Who's wanting to talk? Oh, he's hurting again.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
All right, so why are you so grumpy about it? We got a lot of them here, so let's do...
Thank you.
They're a dime a dozen. You done being a crybaby?
Good gods.
What?
It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all.
That's not good
Listen,
news.
I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Okay, go on. You're amongst friends, I guess.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
What? You made love to a god?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
Is this story going to go on forever? How'd you do that? Cross boundaries?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. But she only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
We're already in it this far.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
And what was the answer?
The answer was to try. And the outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
Is this necessary?
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, then suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
What is it? What do you see?
Sounds like that other book we've got.
Terrifying, isn't it? And that is only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however,
go on.
I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Oh, great.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the greatest threat to our lives all this time!
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave and put as much distance between us as I can before the orb erupts.
Yeah, but you're our only wizard. Is there anything we can do?
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
But you're my only wizard. What am I going to do? We've come this far. Come on. I mean, nothing's happened so far.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Okay, so I could have asked the rest of them what they think. Ultimately, it comes down to my decision anyway, so... and I can pretty much tell you which each of them would think. All right, so let's get up here. We have to kind of jump our way up.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
What should we do? We could do nothing. The girl with the weapon, her brother got killed on the wall when the grove got attacked by the goblins. This particular goblin was already captured and wasn't part of that. And that's why the guy next to her said, this isn't the person that killed your brother. She doesn't care. So we could help this little goblin, but if we do, we'd be going the evil side, and I don't want to do that. So this really isn't going to hurt us in any way. If I help the goblin, I'm going the bad way. I get attacked by everybody in the grove, and then later the goblin will help me get into the goblin camp, which I can get in anyway. And then this goblin gets killed anyway. So let's Shut up. Those words could be your last.
I'm not afraid. Chosen by the Absolute, I am. I'm blessed.
Oh, I'll bless you, all right. Here it comes, you little
We're just gonna watch.
beast.
Oh, are we awful? Probably. But we're in the grove now. I'm going to end it here. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll fix Carlock's, or hopefully we'll fix Carlock's problem with her heart. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you then. Ta-ta for now.